Fucking ridiculous. This fucking dude needs to get off the admin team, for real. Doesn't deserve it.
User joined your channel.
There you go.
Okay, so do I need to start from the beginning again?
Well, tell him exactly what you just said to me just.
Okay, so from what your exact words are, Mr. Johnson, is that we can't use at this point this video against the people who have claimed the RDM call that's been ruled by you against our man in BDSC. Am I stating that correctly?
So basically, if they didn't have that
Yes
video...
or no?
Oh, yes. 'Cause
Okay, that is your
basically,
statement.
Let me just say my point. Because if you didn't have that video evidence, how would you know that it was saying that?
How would you know that it was RDM without video evidence? I can go in circles with you all day long.
Okay, so like another rule, you're not allowed third-party apps. Like if you're using like, say you're talking on Steam while you're being on TS, so you're talking to your friend while playing, who's playing the same
When
game
did we
as you.
do this? When?
No, I'm not on about that. I'm on about that. I'm on about if someone came to a video and they're using a third-party app, you cannot use their third-party app against them unless unless you're
It's
like.
been
That
submitted to
video's been
you
submitted.
as evidence. It's been submitted to you. You made your ruling off of this video.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're
Which is
going off of
evidence
somebody else's
is-
video. We're going off of whatever's been pointed against us. That's that's kind of what we're getting at. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
what
get
it
the rule.
sounds
I
like
get
is
the
that
rule.
you've
It's just
it sounds like you're making a ruling and you're trying to defend your own ruling. Now that it's being questioned,
Well,
you didn't
I'm not-
want to get a head of staff here, and now that a head of staff is here, you're wanting to spin it.
Do you
That's
want-
what it sounds like.
Do you want me to show you like, all the timestamps in
No,
TeamSpeak?
I
I've
don't
been
want to see all
talking
that. All I'm talking about is this video because this is what you made your determination off of. This video right here. That's all I want to talk about.
What about it?
Oh, okay. Is the head of staff here? Like,
Yeah,
can
he's-
you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, I don't want a request to speak to Mr. Johnson any further. He can stay in the room, but I'm wanting to speak to you at this
Well,
point. I'm
you're
not
the one who
wanting.
came to me, so I can speak all of mine.
Yes, and I'm asking to speak to the head of staff now. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Okay. Thank you for giving me your time. The next step that I want to ask is that from what you're seeing here, do you defend the ruling? I'm assuming that you've seen the video a couple times now, right?
Yeah.
You defend it in saying that, yes, this is absolute proof showing that NLR was broken, that RDM times 2 or whatever the rulings are, that you're saying this is definitive proof and it stood by the administration.
Well, I've never seen it there. But like, you know, as Johnson said, you can't use someone's evidence against him.
That's what you're here for?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get you up to speed. Mr. Johnson here has made a ruling, maximum sentencing for one of my guys in my company that's recently come to your server that I'm going to be devoting money to here very shortly. And then we're going to be seeing administrative calls like this off of some, pardon my French, bullshit evidence. And then we're going to get told, oh, pardon, but you can't use that evidence against the people that have filed the complaint. And it's already been used and made a ruling on. And if that's the case, it's fine. This is your own server, but we won't remain here if this is the kind of crap that's going to be called.
Okay, let me just say something. Okay, so if you're
I
gonna use his video,
respectfully asked not to speak to you any further, Mr. Johnson.
No, but
Again,
let me
I
just say my
appreciate your
point.
time. I'm asking to speak to head of staff.
well, okay, I'm gonna speak to Brad. Okay, Brad. If he had to, okay, Since you don't want to listen to me, I'll say it to Brad, and Brad can repeat to you if you don't want to speak to me. Yeah? Is that fine?
I asked for Mr. Brad's response, not yours. I've asked a question. I would like to hear Mr. Brad's standpoint onto it. And then if you want to go into a whole different spill, that's fine. I would like reverberation from Brad only right now.
Just
Yeah,
a
it's the same with
savage.
everyone. So like if you reported someone, like Friday or something, and you was talking to your friend on Steam, they couldn't use that against you. So like it's the same with everyone. It's just not it's not this situation. It's every single one.
But this was not something that's third party. This is something that was submitted to you to make a decision against our man. All I'm doing is going back from the same direction that it came from, reverberating from my guy to the video that is condemning him to you who have made the decision. I didn't go get this off the internet somewhere. It had to be linked as evidence, and it was supplied to us.
Yeah, I understand that, but like say, like you can't use their evidence against the people who submitted.
Wow. Really? So if somebody had a freaking photo of you that you didn't have any authorization of to have be taken of you, and then you get turned around and you say, no, 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 I'm sorry, you didn't see it in the right color or the right lighting, and if you did, it would do all of the difference in your decision. But somebody came along and said, no, I'm sorry, Brad, you can't do that. Even though it's been used against you, you can't be using it as defense. How would that sound to you, Brad?
Well, I understand where you're coming from. It's just like we didn't make the rules, it was the founder. Like the person
So
who
if
made
I
the community.
Photoshop and I edit stuff and send it in as evidence that my bank account should actually be $300 million in the server, because I have that evidence, and I was to tell my friends later on, haha, I Photoshopped that shit, or I hacked that
User
shit,
joined
and
your
here's the
channel.
evidence, they're going to give that to you and say, oh, well, no, now that we know those facts, we can't use that evidence against them to take that money back away. Now, that's a huge analogy, exaggerated one, but that's basically what you're saying.
Pretty much. Oh, like if you've got a problem with like what's happening, like just take it to the SMT.
But your head administration.
Yeah, and SMT, which is senior management team, they're higher than me.
Yeah, sorry
Okay,
to cut in quickly.
so-
I have an admin up to support channel 2 to issue points.
What?
Okay, so at this point,
Can
I guess I want to
you or
hear it
Ellis up
from...
into support channel 2 to issue points, please, as I can't do it as I'm
One
LOA.
sec.
User left your channel.
Okay, so I guess what I want to make sure of is that, Brad, you are at this point saying that yes, the decision still stands,
Mm-hmm.
User
and that I
joined
need
your
to take
channel.
this up to the next step, which is the what? Senior what? I'm sorry?
Management team.
SMT.
Alright, so what do I need to do to get in touch with them?
If
Go
you scroll
away.
down, if you scroll down on TeamSpeak, there should be a section that says senior management team.
You got both of their names, Monty?
Yeah.
Astrid Life or something?
Yeah, there should be a channel that says waiting for SMT.
And what's their response time?
Oh, it depends if there's any online. I mean, there's a few.
Would you
SMT
be
man-
able to at least give me a couple of their names that are online, or who I would need to contact since they are offline?
Life's online. Andy's
He's
online.
busy.
Life's echoing.
Oh, Andy's online. I can message Andy now and tell him to speak to you.
Really appreciate it.
I'll message him in a minute. I just need to tell him something.
User left your channel.
Okay, so if you want to go sit there for a few, you can.
I'll wait right here for Mr. Brad to come back to give me further information. Appreciate
About
it.
what?
He said he would let me know in just a moment. I'll sit right here until he gets back in just a
Want to
moment.
get in touch with Andy? I can get in touch with him. But they're busy
Hey,
people,
Alice,
so if
strike me
they
out.
don't get to you
This
straight away,
guy.
then...
Alice struck me over channel.
Okay, what's it?
User was moved out of your channel.
Good. If you're able to, keep doing it. Good.
I mean, I guess we just talk to each other. Fuck it. Somebody in here.
If I am, like, tell me. Just
No, dude,
just
like,
tell me.
like legit
Joe.
shit, dude. That's fucking, that's bullshit. I mean, I understand maybe if it was somewhat like a third-party person that was recording at the time and uploaded the video, yeah, you can't use it from them.
Well,
But-
yeah, because at that point, if you use a third party, you could say, well, it could have been edited, or it could have been this. No, 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 no. Let's look at exactly what was sent to you. It's like one of those things where if you go before a court and you provide evidence of a video and say, oh, sorry, there was no audio to it, but here's the video. And then you get to the case court and they're like, what the fuck? All of a sudden there's audio here? This is a completely different, like, set of evidence. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd have been like having them only submit video and had suppressed the audio, and vice versa. If all we had was audio and no video, but it's like they're saying you can't use that. What? Like, that's what you convicted him of. Like, that evidence right there. So yeah, I'm gonna blow my shit if this is like the way that they're gonna act. This is stupid.
I can't believe that. I fucking can't. I can't, man. Shit, man. Can't do it.
Where's Wissam?
Probably in our TeamSpeak.
I looked, I didn't see him.
Probably not in our TeamSpeak.
No, I know what it's like to be freaking high administration, but it's at the same time, whenever you see bullshit and you smell bullshit and it tastes like bullshit, it's like, maybe we need to reconsider. Like, I'm not asking them to let them off the hook, but damn, like, you gonna give me the runaround? I haven't even asked for anything. Like, that's the other thing. Like, I'm sitting here asking them to go over the ruling and shit. And it's all the bullshit that they're feeding me that is what's, like, getting me, I guess, to be so, like, what the heck? Like, that doesn't even make sense. I haven't even gotten to any kind of repeal of, a ruling or to see if it'd be even reconsidered.
User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Hi.
Hi.
So, the reason you're in here is because your member got banned, yes?
I'm the CEO, and this is my vice president of the company of a man that was
Yeah,
banned.
that doesn't matter. I really couldn't give a shit. The reason
Excuse
you're in
me?
here is because one of your friends got banned, yes?
I'm explaining the answer to your question, so I'll simplify it and
you're-
say yes.
Yes, that's all I need. A yes or no answer. Okay?
Is this the way that
Now-
administration usually handles their player base?
No, this is the way that I've been told that you're being, well, disrespectful to Ellis, which isn't
I
very
didn't.
good.
He kept prying at me to try and answer or intervene whenever I was trying to talk to head of staff. He kindly went and got Mr. Bryan, and then from there he tried to intervene and cut me off when I
Did you-
told him several times that
you
I was
see
trying
that
to talk to
link there, yeah?
Bryan.
That link right there, that's the unban request section of the forums. Tell your friend to go do that. That is
Okay,
what you
so-
need to do.
So you're senior? You're the guy that I've asked for? You're the senior administration?
No, I'm telling you what everyone else does. Just because you're in a company or wherever, you're not special.
I didn't say I was, sir, and you're stipulating that I've already mentioned that. I tried to answer your question.
No.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine. That's fine. At this point, we will be opening up some kind of complaint with the ownership of this. I don't know exactly where your ranked is between you and Mr. Ellis. I've spoken to Mr. Bryan and apparently another administrative. So I'm going to go through the proper channels. But you guys need to understand that your player base, especially when you have people come to the table like we are, I have much better things to do than to worry about something this small. I'll tell you why I'm going all the way through it at this point. Because I think it's been handled poorly, and I think y'all considered that we were just going to come in here and complain about a whole bunch of nothing. And at
I
the
mean,
end of the day,
what I've been told is that's what you've been doing. You came in here telling Ellis that one of your members got banned. That
I
is
came
all
in
you
here to
said.
find out why. And then I came in here to try and see if it could be repealed some way. Not any kind of special treatment. But then I was questioned and I was told some stuff that really smells like a bunch of bull. And so whenever
what
I
were you told?
questioned it, I was told that we can't use the evidence that was submitted against our own man to defend him. Really?
I mean, you can't use evidence against the person who uploaded it. It's
So
been-
if you were condemned
Nothing
by
has happened.
evidence and you had to defend yourself and you were told you can't use the same evidence that's been ruled against you on, you would say that that's fair.
you would need evidence of your own to support it. That's
I
why you recommend
disagree.
everyone to...
Well, you can recommend, but you don't require, and you just said so yourself right there.
Yeah, we don't require, but I mean, it's your
Exactly.
fault if you get banned.
It's my fault
don't
if
have
I get
evidence.
banned.
Just counter support you.
Okay. Well, y'all need to be aware that this entire case has been recorded, so that's disclosure to you. But we will be filing a complaint with the ownership. I appreciate
that.
both of your times.
No, you see that link, yeah? Go click on it.
Appreciate it.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved out of your channel. Power revoked. Sound resumed. Channel
Well,
switched.
What happened?
that was a fucking gong show.
Well,
Oh.
we're getting a couple admins. Yeah, they're not gonna be admins for much longer. Second an
Oh.
owner comes on, we're gonna.
What's wrong? What happened? What did they say?
Do you know how to take out a pituitary giant, or whenever somebody's 5 times your size?
Like it in the ball.
by the
You
legs.
go for the fucking knee.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, keep 'em going.